Live from the THV 11 studio, I'm Tamer Knight in for Journey Taylor. A weather impact alert has been issued for Sunday. Meteorologist Simone Thomas is in studio to explain. Good afternoon, Simone.
Good afternoon, Tamer, and welcome officially to our team. We're so excited to have you. Now, Tamer was supposed to have her on-air debut tomorrow, but surprise, you're here with me today just in time to talk about our weather impact alert for this weekend. Now, we've issued it for Sunday because confidence is increasing in the concerns for strong to severe storms. Now, all modes of severe weather are possible on Sunday, so what you need to know for now is just to stay informed. And if you've been following along with us since this morning, you're already doing that, so good job for you. Make sure you have that plan ready. I know there's some things happening this weekend that you'll be out and about, so another good thing to do is make sure you have multiple ways to receive warnings. A great resource for that, of course, is our THV 11 mobile app. Anytime a watch or warning is issued, you get that alert right to your phone. So here's a look at the SPC's latest outlook for Sunday. Most of the state under that level 3 out of 5 or enhanced risk, which is why we've issued this alert. Now, we will be following this along through the weekend and more details coming up in your 7-day outlook, but we're going to leave you with this that's happening right now. We are tracking some scattered showers across the state. No concerns of severe weather today, but some of you have probably already seen that rain outside. We'll have more details on the weekend ahead, though, coming up in that 7-day outlook.
Thank you, Simone. We have more information on that pharmacy heist we told you about yesterday. Our team reached out to the owners of one of the pharmacies hit. This video is from Doctor's Orders Pharmacy in Pine Bluff. You can see the shattered front door. Flowers Pharmacy was the second target. They lost cash, a gun, and coins. We have since spoken with both owners, and we've learned that security was an issue for both locations.
And it had been working perfectly. I'm thinking that they had some kind of way of bypassing it or disabling it.
Pharmacies have reopened. However, an expensive vial of chemotherapy medicine is missing. The owners of the Doctor's Pharmacy says that's too great of a loss.
It does have a big impact. Our number one purpose here is to serve the community, and we just want to make sure that we have a safe place for the community to shop, and as well as our employees as well.
Those burglaries are under investigation right now, and we'll provide details once we have them. We now know the suspect and a victim of a deadly shooting on the north side of the river. North Little Rock police sharing these details with us just hours ago. According to officers, 50-year-old Christina Knotts Swidgel was found shot at the Villas of Country Club apartments. This happened before sunset yesterday. Her shooter reported as the woman you see, 70-year-old Janice Bryant. Here's a map to paint a picture of the location. Police say the accused shooter returned to her unit after committing the crime. She was taken into custody and is charged with 1 count of first-degree murder. This is an active investigation, and if more details arise, we'll update you on air and online.
He's just a burst of energy, a breath of fresh air. He was goofy, real goofy, like to make you laugh.
We're about to share an emotional story you'll only see right here on THV 11. That was an aunt's testimony after losing her nephew to a tragic car accident in Jacksonville. Our team learned Kenneth was 21 years old the day his life changed. He and his father both involved in a wreck on Highway 161. His father survived, but only with serious injuries. Kenneth, however, was pronounced brain dead at just 21. The pain, as said by his aunt, just too much to bear. It was shortly after losing him, the family realized his death would not be in vain.
The day after that, they called her. It was like, we matched him with 5 other people. And so now it went from saving 1 life, because a heart is definitely a lifesaver, to saving 6.
With death comes life. However, Kenneth's family is still left to mourn his loss. This full story can be viewed on THV11.com. His aunt leaves us with these final words.
There was never a question if he loved you. He always said it no matter what the situation was.
The Polk County Casino.
You tell people you love them.
The Polk County Casino. The Pope County Casino federal trial has concluded. For now, that is. Our team spent hours listening to closing arguments to provide these details. The three-day trial centered primarily on the amendment which stripped away the Pope County gaming license. That amendment, of course, being the highly recognized issue 2. That license had been issued to Cherokee Nation, that company fighting to get it back in their possession. Here's an in-depth breakdown of the trial. Lawyers for Cherokee Nation argue that they should be compensated if they don't receive the license. Cherokee Nation claims to have not broken any rules and would only be fair for the unexpected setback. The state, however, fired back with a counter argument. There's being that a casino license can be revoked at any given time. There was plenty of fingers being pointed from both sides. However, closing arguments concluded without a verdict being reached. Presiding Judge D.P. Marshall Jr. claims to need more time before issuing a ruling. Both sides will need to submit post-trial documents. We'll work to learn more as this unfolds. Top members of the Trump administrations are on the way to Greenland. This as fallout from the Signal group chat continues. Trump has reportedly voiced irritation behind closed doors. Natalie Brin reports from Washington.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Vice President J.D. Vance and the Second Lady arrived at a U.S. base in Greenland on Friday. Despite pushback from residents and leaders there, President Trump has had his eye on the semi-autonomous Danish territory for what he says are national security reasons.
The president is really interested in Arctic security. As you all know, it's a big issue, and it's only going to get bigger over the coming decade.
Also making the trip, National Security Advisor Mike Waltz. But back in Washington, the fallout is only escalating. Following the revelations this week, a military operation was discussed over the non-government approved messaging app Signal. Waltz inadvertently invited Atlantic editor-in-chief Jeffrey Goldberg to the group chat.
They had an opportunity to just accept that they made a mistake, tell us how they're going to fix the mistake, and then move on, but they instead went on this weird kind of attack.
While publicly, the administration insists President Trump maintains confidence in his national security team, behind the scenes, sources tell CBS News that the president is privately venting. One official says the issue is still, quote, a hot potato.
A federal judge has ordered the Trump administration to preserve the Signal group chat messages where Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth disclosed the timing and aircraft to be used in a strike against Houthi rebels.
Mr. Secretary, are you going to comply with the judge's order to preserve the text?
I'm going to get on the plane.
Hegseth deflected as he left the Philippines, where he attended a wreath-laying ceremony at the Manila American Cemetery. Over on Capitol Hill, there's a bipartisan effort by the Senate Armed Services Committee to investigate classification policies at the Department of Defense. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
When your pet goes missing, there's a chance to find them from the eyes in the sky. This week's Feel Good Friday ahead at 12:17.
And we've got an active weekend in store starting today with those scattered showers, but our eyes are on Sunday for the concerns of severe weather. More details are coming up in your 7-day outlook, which is right after the break.
And here's your daily lineup for THV 11 Plus. At 2 p.m., we're streaming an episode of Locked On Arkansas. Then we have a special weather stream at 2:30. 30 minutes after that, Getting Real. That's followed by Mom Squad at 4. And then, of course, THV 11 News at 5. Download on your TV and watch for free.